On today's Retro Spot, we're having a look at the Kenner Aliens figures. We're looking today at Scorpion Alien with Face Hugger. This alien figure, as indicated down up the top there, explodes when hit. So if you had any reason when you were younger to have multiples of a figure, this probably would be a very generic yet very cool figure to have in your collection. The figure does include a 16-page Dark Horse comic book inside. Warning: contains small parts which may present a choking hazard to children under 3. Very retro packaging. I love it. Love it. On the back of the package, indicates down below how the figure explodes. Don't worry, we'll get into that. This is dated 1992. Other figures that you can get from this Aliens line, we've got an Alien Queen, Gorilla Alien, Scorpion Alien, Bull Alien, and then of the Space Marines, we got Ripley, Hicks, Apone, Drake, Bishop, Atax. Atax was always a really cool looking figure. Power Loader of the vehicles, Evac Fighter, and Singer XT-37. The collector card, if you were one that wanted to cut these out and add them to your collection, the Scorpion Alien Origin Desert Planet of Tanaka 5. Tanaka 5. Wasn't Tanaka Clan from Bloodsport? You are not the Tanaka. Colony, 39 workers, 1 queen, 23 eggs. Beware, spiked body armor, a poison-tipped tail. Destruct point, missiles, grenades, blow creature apart. I would imagine missiles and grenades probably blow up most things. Apparently not just only the alien, the Scorpion Alien. However, that is packaging. What I am going to do is take a bit of a break. I'm going to get this opened up, and when we come back, we're going to get a better look at the Scorpion Alien with Face Hugger. It does explode. If that's no other reason to stay tuned, I don't know what else will. But do definitely stay tuned. Explosions will happen. Stay tuned. The Scorpion Alien, very similar to all the other aliens, do come with a comic. One thing I actually mentioned in the Gorilla Alien review, if anyone had seen it, I did mention that Kenner, it's nice that they took the time and made a comic exclusively for this line. Technically they didn't. It is a Dark Horse comic, but I like the fact that they actually did still package this along with the toy. This is number 2. Now the one thing though, if I can find my other comic, bear with me here, bear with me. Here's the other comic. You'll see, this is number 4. This came with the Gorilla Alien. This is number 2. So, it was motivation. Obviously motivation to collect the whole line. Because if you didn't want to spend, what was it, the $1.25 or so per comic, you probably would have spent about $5 getting the whole line, or about under $10. At least you get a toy line. You could, you have fun. You can kind of collect the comics along with it. Very retro artwork, I might add, too. Yeah, you carry your gear. I'll wear mine. Good thing this cocoon junk doesn't burn like bug blood, or they'd have to give me more than a bio arm to keep me going. You tell it like it is, Apone. But I like the fact that it comes with a comic. That's number 2 again. We get more of these comics as we do more of these reviews, obviously. The other accessory that comes with the Scorpion Alien is a face hugger. Again, you have to pretend like my finger is the face of one of the Marines, because I haven't reviewed any of them yet. Unlike the Gorilla Alien, where the face hugger was a little ridiculous in color, it was more of a blue raspberry. I think this is a much more accurate face hugger. That you could probably have yourself quite a bit of fun when you were younger, or now if you're in your 30s and you play with your toys and you close the door and you blare the music so no one can hear that you're you know, making laser fire with your mouth kind of thing. But you know, you could pretend like, you know, these face huggers would be ideal for your G.I. Joes, you know, a smaller scale figure, Marvel Universe, anything like that, really. The tail is not bendable or anything like that. It's just one piece of pliable, like plastic. But I like that at least you get face huggers with these alien toys. Put that down, and let's have a look at the Scorpion Alien. Which I gotta say, of most, if not all the Alien toys, this is probably the more generic and I guess best suited if you want just an alien toy to play with. It's very, I think it's probably the most accurate to the movie as well. You've got that kind of that ribbed dome of the xenomorphs from the movie, and the rib cage going on there. You can see too that it's not just a black, they've applied like this kind of copper-like second paint on the figure. It's not an eyesore either. It's, you know, it's for a retro toy, it's not really that bad. I like the inclusion of the bronze, that kind of copper color. I think it works really well with the figure. And all the other aspects of an alien toy are present. Obviously much more squished down in size. It's not a very tall alien, but it's small enough. It is definitely small enough that if you were growing up and you had these and you had your G.I. Joes, you certainly would have had yourself quite a bit of fun, let me tell you. Before we actually get to the gimmick, the articulation on Scorpion Alien, his head does rotate left and right. His arms do rotate all the way around. He does have a rotation in his tail. No bend or anything like that, just rotates. And then finally his legs rotate as well. Standard articulation. It's really what to be expected with a retro toy. The one thing I like about it, as for the gimmick, it does explode after all. There's a little button right here. Now if this button was on toys nowadays, it would be large, it would probably be like neon orange in color, it might as well have arrows pointing at it, press here, you know, it might be several different things. Back in the day, no, a kid would have to just figure it out. Or, you know, you could look on the back of the package too, but if you didn't have packaging, you would just figure it out. And the world would still survive. To activate the gimmick, by the way, you just press this button in all the way. And what it does is it's going to pop this upper torso off. This torso will split in half. You'll see some guts. You know, the head will explode. Hilarity will ensue, I'm sure. But let's press the button. I'm pointing it in this way so it's not going to go all over the place. You press the button. And as you can see, what we have left over is the bottom torso, the bottom legs there. You got your upper torso with one arm intact. You have the other half with the other arm. And then lastly, you've got the innards as well as the head. I feel so bad for this alien because he just really has no body. Eh, you see what I did? No, not good, I know. I know, not good. To put it back together, you're basically just going to take the torso piece here, the innards, and make sure you got the head part up, not the other way around. Snap that into place. Just move that arm out of the way. Take the other piece, snap it together, and you have to probably do several attempts at trying to get this together. It likes to come apart on you when you're trying to get this back, in one piece. We just take this, we'll clip it back into place. Snap it into place, and boom. Alien is ready to kill again. So you can imagine if you had several of these, you'd have yourself quite a little battle going on. You have your little G.I. Joes. That's the noise I would make as a kid. I don't know. It sounds more like they're playing a trumpet, but you'd be shooting the aliens. The aliens would be exploding all over the place. Now, granted, that would be if your parents were wealthy. They probably bought you like a dozen of these. But this would probably be a really fun toy to play with as a kid. I didn't have one as a kid. I can't appreciate it as much as an adult. But still a really fun toy to have. For play value, I think this is probably one of the best examples from the Kenner Aliens line. I'm gonna give the Scorpion Alien here an 8.5. Pretty good sculpt. Paint isn't ridiculous. It's not a neon color or anything like that. And a pretty neat looking gimmick. Today's Retro Spot, we're having a look at the Kenner Aliens figures. We're looking today at a Scorpion Alien that also explodes. Do it before we wrap this up. Boom! Boom. Thanks for watching, as you always do, guys. Let me know down below if you had this toy growing up. It's definitely a let's get that figured out. One of the most fun figures, I think, from this line is this toy right here. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time.